Hello and welcome to another match of the Pokemon Mystery Engine Randomizer Tours of Sky 10 Dungeon Blitz Tournament as part of SpeedGaming Live 2021. My name is Halkri, I'm one of the organizers of the event, and today I'm joined by Strife Sada. And today we have our first match of Losers Top 8. Actually, no, this will be to get into Losers Top 8, I believe. This is Zebews versus Carbasi. Zebews took a very, very early loss to Cobral in round 2 of Winners, and then Carbasi lost to me in Winners Quarters. So Zebews has been hanging on by a thread for a little bit now, and this is Carbasi's first experience down under. So we'll have to see how it goes. Strife, you ready to give the players the go-ahead?
Yeah, but both of these runners took losses to very good players, so having them be in losers is definitely not necessarily an indication of their skill level, and also, of course, we're pretty deep into the tournament already, so getting to this point's already quite impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, there's so many good players that have just been weeded out. Like, you've definitely earned it if you've made it this far, and it's still not even going to be easy from here. So.
But yeah, it should be a good match. We should get the countdown going here soon, and we'll be good to go.
Now, I want to see something new, actually.
A new leader?
A new leader or a new partner. I want to see something new.
Yeah, it definitely is easy considering how many Pokemon there are in the game, but we'll have to see. The real question is Zebews going to run a Glaceon again if he finds one?
Did he run one in his last match? I can't recall.
I don't think he ran one in his last match, but he's run Glaceon several times in practice runs.
Any Kakuna partners mod check? Man, Kakuna's the only thing you can do Wake Their strats with from the beginning of the game.
Oh my god. Yes, Inferno, but you're not Zebews. Zebews and Glaceon have a connection.
Oh, he picked Snorlax. And Weezing as a partner? Okay.
Snorlax, Weezing. Snorlax, I think, is a new one.
Carbasi's taking his time with this pick. He's just going to reset.
Oh, he's resetting.
Good. I think it's a good choice.
I would have taken the Kangaskhan personally, but...
Oh, I didn't see Kangaskhan. Oh, Bad Dreams is so bad, actually.
Don't know if it's worth resetting over, but yeah, it's not the best. Yeah, I'm really surprised that neither of them took the Kangaskhan.
Oh, there's a Sharpedo. I don't know if you saw it, though.
Delibird also?
Oh,
yeah,
he must resetting too. Oh, this is a Halkseed, everybody.
Oh my gosh. Murkrow's not bad. I'm really surprised that Carbasi did not see the Sharpedo. Yeah, Zebews is definitely going to take that. That's going to give him, at least in my opinion, a fairly
but he sees
advantage.
The Weezing now. I don't think it was the Weezing that had Bad Dreams. I think it was the Snorlax that had Bad Dreams.
Yeah.
Aqua Jet Sharpedo?
Blaze Kick as well. And Blizzard?
Insomnia Shell Armor Aqua Jet Sharpedo.
Yeah, so Zebews has a bit of an advantage here.
I don't know what the Tentacruel Murkrow situation is, but it's not better than this. There's no shot. And now it has Stab Assurance.
Yeah, I don't think you could possibly, like, pick any 4 moves in the game that would make this Tentacruel better than the Sharpedo.
Oh, apparently the... Oh my gosh, so the Weezing has Technician, and Double Hit is a move that's affected by Technician, I guess, and so that's going to boost the power of it.
Carbasi out to a bit of a lead regardless, though. I mean, he did kind of get started with the resets and finish everything a little bit faster, but Zebews catching up fairly fast, so can't really call it too much until you have like a good like 5 or 6 floors on him.
Yeah, if Zebews can get finished with Beach Cave quick enough, then this could be a potential PB for him. Like, this is a PB team.
Zebews is standing on top of an X-ray specs right now.
This man's going to be moving very, very shortly. He's going to. We're going to lose track of him. We're not going to go. We're not going to know where he is. But I did ask for something new. We did get Tentacruel.
Yeah, I also don't know if we've seen Murkrow, despite the fact that Murkrow's decent. Weezing Sharpedo kind of old at this point, and I mean very well tested. We know that these pokes are good, so.
Assurance is just so strong, dude.
47 damage.
And this is a team that can water walk, dude.
Oh yeah. As Zebews is showing off.
Assurance has no reason to be that strong. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, Cobra pointing out that Zebews is taking the X-ray specs over the fossil. I think I agree with that choice personally, just because, you know, you'll probably find more rare fossils later on. You might not find another X-ray specs.
Yeah, the bad part about Beach Cave is that you're not able to wear any items at that point. Even if you find them on the ground, you can't equip anything. Yeah, you're gonna throw your fossils, but what fossils, Mod Check? Oh, there they are. He found his fossils.
I mean, also, to be fair, who needs fossils with a Sharpedo that slaps this hard?
Now, speaking of, you know, the Sharpedo and how great it is, he's keeping pace with Carbasi, which I think is something to be said about Carbasi right now.
Yeah.
Carbasi's not letting up this lead except for, like, right now. Oh, but Zebews' movement's actually going to keep him back for a little bit. The Secretary Specs is just going to be a massive advantage because he's just going to be able to avoid so many encounters. And he can afford to because he's got 2 strong stab moves on his main. On his monstrous main. Double hit with Technician. Like, that's not acceptable, actually.
Yeah. I mean, you can be about as underleveled as you want. This Sharpedo is still going to hurt. And Zebews is out of Drenched. So moving on to Mount Bristle, 9th-floor dungeon, and we'll have the stereotypical drowsiness at the end of it. Carbasi having a bit more trouble here. Looks like the Murkrow got a little bit low near the end of that dungeon, but he was able to get through, no problems. But it is kind of already showing the difference in quality between the two leader-partner combos. Yeah, and Carbasi just like a little bit of inoptimal movement, and you can see these menus coming up where it's asking if he wants to change positions with Murkrow. Kind of one of the downsides of having a leader that can water walk, especially when you don't have a water walking partner. You can really end up having those text boxes continually come up. They don't waste too much time with the instant text that we have on this, but definitely still, you know, every little bit of time loss in a match as close as this one could potentially be is going to be something to note.
Yeah, and even though you're mentioning things that Carbasi is doing wrong, he's not actually that far behind Zebews right now.
No, not at all.
He was, but he definitely made up the deficit very quickly. I'm not sure if Carbasi has rare fossils though. Have you seen him get any?
No, I have not seen him get any, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has a couple.
Does Zebews not realize Aquajet's 2 tiles?
I don't know.
I think it could have been used to deal with that gloom right there.
Yeah, I didn't even realize this. The X-ray specs are going to be even more helpful for Zebews than normally, because if he sees like an enemy coming down a hallway, he can just dip into the water and completely go around it. And looks like Drowsy is a Rhydon this time. All right, Zebews moving on to Waterfall Cave.
That Rhydon's actually dangerous because one of the big drawbacks of Rhydon is that it has no HP. So when you give it HP, it's a threat.
Yeah. Yeah, Carbasi doesn't have a rare fossil to take it out, but...
Oh, his Murkrow has Technician as well.
Yeah, the Murkrow has Technician.
With all the things Carbasi just sold, he might be able to afford that Frustration TM. He's really close. Actually, no, he's not. He's like halfway there. I thought it was 4,000 at first.
Yeah, he was probably checking to see if he could get it, was the point of selling all those things, though. I mean, also, if he had less than 500 Poke, it wouldn't have wasted that much time, because you will probably want to get up to 500 by the end of this dungeon.
I've already mentioned it, but it is really remarkable that we keep talking about how great Zebews' team is, and Carbasi's still like right there with him.
Yeah.
Because his team is just objectively worse, but I guess he's
just...
yeah. I think I saw that his Tentacruel has Brine, which is a really strong move, especially if something's below half HP.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Murkrow isn't like that far behind the curve as far as comparing the two, but part of it also might be that I personally expect that most of Zebews...
No, Carbasi, no.
Oh no. What does he have? Does he have something to get away? Oh, he's gonna Pure Seed.
Yeah, you left him there with Kecleon. Of course he's gonna die.
Okay, well that'll create a bit of a
gap. We tried. What did we learn?
Yeah, stealing from Kecleon is not that easy.
And like, I don't want to be that guy, but Space Globe's not worth it.
Yeah, not for a Space Globe.
Like, Frustration TM, maybe.
Even then, you want something better than just a Pure Seed to get. You want to get your partner out as well.
Yeah, Pure Seed roll call is probably the way to go.
Either that, or there's like an item that'll drag. There's some orb that'll drag all the items on the floor to you.
Troll Orb.
Yeah, Troll Orb.
Meanwhile, Zebews is just holding W. He's not slowing down for anybody.
Oh, yeah. So one of the other things I was going to say is I fully expect that most of the advantage...
this high jump kick otherwise might be a problem, yeah.
Yeah. But most of the advantage that Zebews will get will probably be more toward the later half of the game, when, the Tentacruel will start to actually struggle without being on closer to the level of the things it's fighting.
So, Carbasi just Fire Blasted that Delibird. It did 19 damage. That's gross.
Delibird is not that bad in this, but also Tentacruel is kind of bad.
Yeah, fortunately, Carbasi's kind of fallen out of it. It's not quite Zebews' race to lose, but he's in such a better position because he has his fossil still, and he just got a revive. Yeah, he could buy $3, but he's choosing not to. The Chad play.
But it's
He's gonna go ahead and
free
link his
money.
moves. No, link Aquajet Assurance. That's gonna OHKO everything for the remainder of the video game. Okay, maybe he feels confident in their ability to do a lot of damage individually.
Yeah, I think he probably is already confident enough in using Assurance as a one-hit KO without linking it.
Show that had heat proof or thick fat. It must have, yeah. Like that just seemed like a ridiculously low amount of damage.
Yeah, Space Globe, because it does not come from the Golden Cave dungeon in the end of the game.
Honestly, I thought the Armado was gonna die to that one hyper voice.
Yeah, I also did he link moves on the Weasel?
Yes, he linked hyper voice and double hit.
Okay, good.
Oh,
who needs
passive
goggle specs?
Well, Carbasi's halfway through Waterfall Cave right now. He's choosing not to try any funny business with the salesman. Was that a golden seed that Zebews passed up? I saw it for a moment. I didn't really get a good look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, but at this point, I really do already feel like it's getting close to the point where if Zebews plays clean and, like, doesn't have any deaths, it's not his race to lose, because he can definitely still lose it, but, like, he is heavily favored right now.
Yeah, choose Assurance on everything. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I actually think
passive goggle specs,
oh
dude.
my god. Yeah, I actually think if I were Zebews, you link Assurance to like Dragon Claw and then Aquajet to the other move.
Yeah,
like,
just so they both have a way to kill him in one turn.
Yeah.
That stab damage is just ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
And the fact that it has battle armor and insomnia, so it's not going to sleep and it's never being crit, is insane. Like, this thing is built for war.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, this Sharpedo is out for blood.
Oh, Carbasi taking another death in Waterfall Cave. What is he thinking right now? Like, what does he got to be thinking? Like, how do you keep yourself calm during this? Like, you know you've been in here for a long time. Like, how do you just keep it together?
Yeah, that's definitely one of the big questions that you have to start asking, especially, I mean, you know, it really also kind of depends on what Carbasi's headspace is like, because I know, like, it's possible that he's thinking that Zebews is also having similar problems, because, I mean, you know, he reset the female list, he saw all of the mains. Unfortunately, we didn't see him pick up on the Sharpedo. I'm not sure if that's because he's not aware of how good Sharpedo is, or if that's because he like just kind of missed over it. But if you're Carbasi, it's very possible that you're thinking, well, none of the mains were good, so I'm sure that I can't be like that bad off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, potentially. So Zebews is now in the section with the Bidoof, which he did scout out before the ROM, knowing that it is an Onyx. So, I mean, Onyx generally is fine, I guess, as long as it doesn't run into any water or grass moves. Actually, I'm very unsure of its HP. It's got 56. That's plenty.
Yeah, its big goal here is just going to be making sure that Sharpedo is doing all of the fighting, or Weezing can probably handle itself at this point. Plus, the X-ray spec should really help him accomplish that. It is going to cause some problems with the water walking tactics that he can employ, but, you know, we can give those up for a couple dungeons to make sure the Onyx stays alive.
Zebews is now 2 dungeons ahead, actually, because he's completed both Waterfall Cave and Apple Woods before Carbasi has completed Apple Woods. What's wrong with Carbasi's stream? I guess we're just having issues. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's still going.
Okay. Yeah, I have the race timer up, and he hasn't forfeited yet.
Yeah, well, and I had his Twitch up, and he was still going, so we're still going.
No, Onyx,
no.
Same thought, same time.
Yeah, so definitely we'll need to be puppy guarding this this Onyx. It can't be trusted.
Carbasi died again, dude.
Wait, where was the Tentacruel going?
He was trying to find like another room in the top corner or so. So he's just taking a risk, but at this point, I don't think he can afford a risk. Like he needs to get out.
Yeah.
And Murkrow can't walk over water because, of course, it can't.
Yeah. Because, you know, some flying types can just fly over the water, but some flying types are just not actual flying types. We don't believe in them.
Zebews' stream is having some weird issues, at least for me on this end, where like the audio is like slightly desynced, and then it goes back to being normal, and then it goes back to being desynced.
I think that's mostly on our end. I've experienced that a couple times in these SpeedGaming races, but that I don't know. Yeah, Kecleon sometimes just sells $3.
Yeah, Chad is informing us this is a 3 dungeon lead.
Yeah.
I can't say I can recall the last time this has happened. Because, I mean, it must have been in the early winners rounds where there was a much larger skill differential, but this is top 12. This doesn't happen.
Yeah, this is very odd.
And Carbasi's just getting the short end of the stick all dungeon.
Yeah. Yeah, some of it's luck, some of it is the difference between the leader-partner combo, but... Yeah. Wait a minute. Do we know the ability on both Zebews leader-partner combo?
I know his Sharpedo has Battle Armor and Insomnia, and his Weezing has at least Technician.
I'm just wondering because I don't remember seeing Zebews deal with this much weather.
I mean, I'm sure he's had weather, right?
Not to my memory. I wonder if he has Cloud9. I don't know. We can always have him check later.
If he does, this is honestly the greatest team I've seen at the event so far.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's just icing on the cake. Like, he doesn't need that. Oh, yeah. He's got a million other advantages.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Onyx has it. That's a possibility.
Yeah, I don't remember him dealing with the sand in Waterfall Cave that Carbasi was dealing with.
Oh, speaking of Waterfall Cave, Carbasi's now out of it.
Nice.
So he's making a little bit of a comeback, but at this point, it's going to rely on Zebews taking falls, because even with 30 anti-stairs from now until the rest of the game, or however many floors it is, this is still a Zebews W, unless he takes several wipes somewhere.
Granted, Horn is the place to do it, but he's almost at the end of it.
Ugh, if anything can do it, Aurora Beam to Onyx can. Oh, he doesn't care.
It's missed twice.
Okay, so so what you saw was Zebews kind of zigzagging there. If the opponent can't line up with you to do a ranged attack, it won't do it. So You can avoid range attacks by constantly shifting in and out of the opponent's range, or constantly shifting out, I guess, is what it would say.
Yeah, doing
As a
some
plus
bob and weave
layout
tactics
for him. So right there, Zebews knew that stairs cannot spawn in Keklan shops, so his only other option was down, so he knew the stairs had to be down. That floor in particular was a layout with 4 rooms, each one north, west, south, and east.
Makes sense. Chat's saying that he found a weather band for the wheezing.
Yeah, that's what they were saying on the commentary for my match, Cobra. That's what Zebews was saying, and Eponymous said in chat to confirm in that race.
Yep. All right, and we are to Foggy Forest.
Me and Cobra have been playing this game for over 7 years, and we did not know that about the Keklan shop. It's astounding.
Pepperoni Commune.
Hope everybody's enjoying the pepperoni tournament. It's never going away. Yeah, so he's already past, like, oh, there's weather.
Yeah.
We were talking about it, so, I mean, I guess the Wheezing definitely does not have Cloud 9 now.
Yeah, chat was saying that Wheezing
He
has a weather
doesn't want that
band.
rare fossil? Dude, it's right there. Okay.
So
every rare fossil counts, dude.
Yeah.
So Carbasi is heading into what I believe is Craggy Coast.
I believe so. I think at this point Zebews is probably shooting for a PB, like, and so he's just trying to rush as much as possible.
Well, his PB's a 27, or yeah, it's a 27, so he may have difficulties there. It's possible, but it's not likely at this point.
Yeah.
It's certainly sub 30 pace, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's the most dead-end dead I've ever seen. Zebews, you should know better. Okay, yeah, so Carbasi is now on Craggy Coast, and we'll see how he adapts to the Onyx. He wasn't going to be able to do any water walking anyway because of the Murkrow's inability to walk on water. So at least for him, the whole time, this is going to be a babysitting job.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of those layouts where the rooms are all on the inside. And I guess, I'm sure Carbasi's already realized it, but he just doesn't have a way to get to those other rooms.
Yeah, he can still do tactics like what he was doing right there, where he just leaves the Murkrow and the Onyx for a second while he checks a room over water, which can definitely be like a bit of a time save already if he finds something. But you know, still definitely can't do it for that long.
So I have an interesting statistic for you. Assuming Zebews wins this, which it seems like it's going to happen at this point. The only person to lose winner's quarters and then win a match was Lycanoob. Because HG Finn, Juicebox Commando, and Carbasi, in this case, they all lost winner's quarters, and then, you know, they're guaranteed 9th place at this point, but those three, assuming that this race goes that way, they would have all lost. Except for Lycanoob, he actually won his match, so... Winner's quarters, losing that is cursed, apparently.
Oh, no.
We have some people just making really long runs, like we have Zebews right here, and we had Yemo before he was knocked out by Lycanoob.
Yeah. And Zebews is in lower Steamy now, so... We'll definitely be hype if Zebews is able to put another sub 30 on SpeedGaming. That would be cool to see.
Or just like in general event PvE, because like that's still on the table. I think his gold split for Upper Steam Cave plus the boss is 1 minute 15 seconds, so it's definitely doable.
Yeah.
I don't remember what Lycan Deep had. I think it was like 29.52.
Yeah, something like that. I should remember I commentated it, but eh.
No goggle specs? Like I was gonna say.
I mean, he's trying to go so fast at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't, but man, you could save time.
Yeah, this is the man that walked right past a rare fossil because it wasn't worth his time to pick up. Now, Carbasi's not having a bad Zebews section either. He's already on floor 4 of Mount Horn. We just talked about him being in Craggy Coast.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, at this point, like we were mentioning earlier, it's just a little bit too late.
Yeah, I mean, with the exception of that waterfall cave run, this has been like an amazing run for Carbasi. Unfortunately, it's just, you know, when your opponent doesn't slip up and you have a couple slip ups of your own, that's the only thing that matters. Carbasi seems to believe in his rare fossil count right now. He sure is throwing a lot of them.
Somebody's not dead. It's about to die.
Yeah.
Alright, now it's dead. Now it's dead.
Still going to be a very good time.
I think the reason Weezing's hyper voice hurts so bad is just because of its breath.
Gosh. I don't think we need to talk about lore of how Pokemon deal damage now.
Now think about it. Otherwise, it just goes. That's not very scary.
I mean, you don't know. Maybe Weezing's like actually just that bad a singer. You ever thought about that?
That's true. Yeah.
He's just
maybe he does brush twice a day. I don't know. I shouldn't be making these judgments. I apologize.
Maybe he's just playing the enemies his mixtape and they just die.
Dude. That's my headcanon now. Thanks for that. You've broken me. Anyways,
oh yeah, he's duet with himself.
He do a duet with himself. Oh, I hate it here, dude.
He's doing his famous two-man play, except it's just him.
Come on, Zebews, please find the stairs so we can stop talking.
Oh my gosh. I didn't get a look at how many rare fossils Zebews has. I assume he has enough, though. Plus, I mean, like, this Sharpedo doesn't need them. Like,
oh, that roar time hurt.
Yeah. Oh, it was a Scizor. Yeah, that will hurt. That'll hurt.
Who gave Scizor special?
And Alakazam. Okay. He has 2 Reviver Seeds. Just do whatever the heck you want. It doesn't matter. This Alakazam is not a threat.
I'm offended on behalf of the Alakazam. Go get him, Alakazam. Show him what's up. Alright, well, he tried.
He tried. He tried real hard.
Anyways, congratulations to Zebews moving on in the losers bracket.
Yeah, really good run. Final time of 31:25. So missing that sub 30, but definitely a really good time and a really good run. Carbasi skipping out on rare fossils now.
Maybe he has plenty.
Yeah, that's possible. That would be my guess.
And we're joined by Zebews, the winner of today's match. How do you feel about the way things went? On a scale from 1 to illegal, how good was your team?
Illegal. Completely illegal.
That's what I wanted to hear from you. Dude, it was Battle Armor, what was the other ability? Insomnia Sharpedo with Stab Aqua Jet, Stab Assurance, and double hit technician wheezing.
Yeah, it was
That
insane.
was ridiculous.
That's the best reset I've ever done.
That's the best team ever to be used in a tournament match, I believe. Like,
Yeah,
there's
I
just,
believe it.
it's crazy.
At one point in the race, I was going for PP. Not going to
Yeah,
land.
we were talking about that. But I think with the
Yeah.
resets, you kind of lost your shot at PP, unfortunately.
Yeah, that thing cost me like a minute or something like that.
Yeah, Carbasi ended up running Tentacool. Or no, he ran something else first, then he reset just like you did, but this is what he picked post reset.
Golden Seed.
I don't know how good those are, being honest.
These two Pokemon, well, judging
Yeah.
by the performance so far, they weren't great. Okay, Carbasi's out of Mount Horn now, at least.
I should
Oh,
have
he
tested
has stab
move.
assurance now too. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. I looked out, honestly, with those picks. Thank God that Snorlax had Hammer Arm as its only move. Because that was horrible.
You say you lucked. You say you lucked out, but also, Carbasi did see that Sharpedo. He just didn't choose it.
Yes.
His mail.
So
No. His cursor went over the Sharpedo a couple times. And I guess he just didn't know how good Sharpedo was, because it's very easy to just assume main series stats. Because in the main series of Pokemon games, Sharpedo is terrible. It's very, very frail and just a complete glass cannon.
No, here I was barely getting damage at all. And Weezing was not getting damage at all. I think the highest hit he got was early game, and it was like 10 damage. Everything else was 3, 2, 5, nothing else.
Yeah. I don't know, because you tried to go with the Snorlax, and Carbasi literally opened the female's choices menu and immediately reset.
Yeah, he didn't even pick anything before resetting.
Oh, yeah, and there was nothing really good. I used the Snorlax once, and it was decent, I guess. But with Hammer Arm, I don't think I would have done much, I'm being honest.
Was there any point in this race
No, I
that you
think
felt
resetting
unsafe?
was the right choice there.
Unsafe. There was
No, was there any point in this race you felt unsafe?
Yeah, unsafe. After Bristle, I noticed that I didn't have any fossils, and I didn't get some for a while. And Keklung was not being nice with me.
I feel like Aqua Jet would OHKO the Drowsy though, so you're probably fine.
Maybe. I don't remember where it was.
Was it Rhydon?
Yeah. Yeah, probably stuff. Yep. We would have probably gotten one-shotted. Now that
you're basically telling the Rhyhorn, that HP boost you have that actually makes you a Pokemon, that doesn't matter to me.
I know that the only big real question we had about your play was linking moves, because we noticed you linked to the 2 non-stab moves. And we had talked about whether it might have been a better decision to link your stabs at least to something.
What is this?
That might be as a...
No, it doesn't. He just missed 4 rare fossils casually.
75% by the way. Yeah, linking the non-stab moves. Actually, the reason I did that was because I knew Assurance is going to probably kill everything. Same with Aqua Jet. And I linked the other 2 because I don't think those alone can kill one enemy.
That's probably correct. The only thing we were thinking that could have been an alternative was maybe linking those moves each to the end of Aqua Jet and Assurance respectively, so that later on in the game you don't have any problems with Assurance barely not killing. But, I'm looking at Carbasi's screen, and the Murkrow is still killing with Assurance, so Sharpedo is probably still fine forever.
Yeah, Sharpedo is extremely good. I've used it more times than I can count at this point.
So at this point, Zebews, you'll be moving on to Losers Round 5, Losers 8, to play against Eponymous.
I should talk with him.
How do you feel about that? It's probably tomorrow. How do you feel about that?
It is tomorrow. It has to be tomorrow. Honestly, this win is a very big boost of confidence for myself because we had a race earlier today, and
Did you
Carbasi
lose a
was part
race?
of it. No,
Did you?
I won.
Okay.
I won it, but by like 30 seconds, maybe less.
Ooh.
Because when I said done, he was telling me that they were in Groudon. So I finished the fight when they were starting. So that was a bit worrying.
You know, there's a fun fact about this match.
Tell me.
This has to be the farthest away two players in this bracket are geographically from each other.
Oh, right. He's from Germany?
He's from the Netherlands.
No.
You're
that's
from Chile, and that's very, very far.
That's
So, the ping on your match isn't going to be great, but it's still going to be fun to watch regardless.
Oh yeah.
That's some distance away, I would say.
I don't think
know
any Australians participate, nor anybody represented from Asia. So, I think South America to Europe is probably the farthest.
Oh,
Which I guess would tie Carbasi for that statistic that I just came up with, but I digress. And yeah, just really clean. Like, you know, I expected to have more to ask you, but I didn't see anything that was worth asking a question for. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel that I did not make any major mistake at all. Besides speaking Snorlax, but that pay off, I think. But one time I saw that there was frustration on the shop.
I know, and you try. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Yeah, and you tried to sell everything to get to it.
Yeah,
Out of the corner of my eye, it looked like it was worth 4,000. You almost got there, but then it was like 6,000, and there's no
Yeah.
way you could afford it.
Yeah. I was going with, oh, I have a lot of things to sell that I'm not going to use at all.
I mean,
Let's
you
sell
did,
it.
but you just didn't have
But
enough money.
I was with the impression that it was the same price as
What is
VR.
this floor layout?
Ah, I know that. There are just
Oh my
three
gosh.
rooms in total. I had one of those.
So looking things up in community resources, since the question was asked earlier, Tentacruel at this point in the game, level 20, higher than average HP stat, average attack and special attack, a good bit lower than average defense and special defense, and that's kind of the story for most of the relevant parts of this game.
Yeah, 81 looks like a ridiculous amount of HP just from playing this for so often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
81 is a really high HP stat, but its defenses are so low that it
doesn't matter.
It's deceptively high.
It has the Wailord problem. Too much HP, low defense.
I did not know Dugtrio can have that much HP.
Yeah, Doctor are tanky. High HP, high defense.
I'm not going to be gaslit like this. This thing is not an HP monster. Oh wait, no, I think the stairs were in that room. You just could have just gone up and no. Yes, you did it. Yes.
Yeah, and then Murkrow, as we've talked about, has really high attack and special attack.
Oh, that was a crit. It's something you never had to deal with because you had battle armor.
That's a bit broken. Let me tell you that. Oh no!
Oh, no.
Another life. Oh yeah, I need to talk with.
I mean, but really and truly, this run from Carbasi has been pretty good. With once he got out of Waterfall Cave. I saw Eponymous ask earlier in chat, is he the last European in the tournament?
Godal is from Germany, I think.
True.
Because Hulk is American, Home is American. Lycanov is also American?
I believe so. I'm not quite sure though.
I don't remember who else is.
That's a max elixir. Carbasi doesn't feel like he needs it. He's already past Mount Horn, so I guess I don't blame him. Ooh. And here's the Alakazam.
All right, sorry, I had to step away for a moment. I look in the chat and see the word American, and I'm an expert on this topic.
Yeah, there's
a
bit troublesome.
Oh, that's...
Oh, yeah, you do not want Alakazam targeting the Murkrow here.
Maybe you want it. I cannot see how much HP. I think it says 40 out of 70. But never mind.
Never mind, that's good enough.
Yeah.
GG's for him.
GG to Carbasi. Very good run.
Most of that was on Waterfall Cave, dude. It's so sad. And we're joined by Carbasi.
Hello.
Man, that was rough.
Yeah.
That team just didn't work. It was unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't help myself either with that Kecleon thing.
I mean, you tried, and I like the idea, but yeah, it's just, I don't know if the partner went after Kecleon or the Kecleon's double speed made it catch up to the partner, but yeah. I don't know. If the Pierce had warped you maybe one tile closer to the stairs, you might have gotten away with it, but yeah, without that Waterfall Cave, that's easily like a mid-30 for sure, like, or better. Because I think you were just in there for so long.
Yeah, I mean, move-wise, Murkrow was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, so whenever you were in the title screen, you were looking at the starters. It's very understandable that you reset. It wasn't anything great. And then you went back to mail, and then you said, did you see the Sharpedo?
I didn't know Sharpedo was good.
Yeah, that's one of those things where, like, in main series it's terrible, but in this game it's really good. It actually had Insomnia, Battle Armor, and then its moves were Aqua Jet and Assurance.
Damn.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
And then he went with a Weezing as a partner. The Weezing had Technician, and one of its moves was Double Hit, which is affected by Technician. And that's also a team that can fully Water Walk. So all around, it was just really busted. Like, it's just nothing stood a chance, really.
Everything just died for me.
Yeah, I had a bit of a rough time trying to kill things with Tentacruel.
Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of the deaths in Waterfall Cave just really, just looking from an outside perspective, it just looked unfair, to be quite honest. Like, you didn't deserve a lot of those things that happened to you. And, like,
I mean,
it was hard to watch.
At least I don't have to put up with it anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to play anymore. You're the real winner here.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
But speaking of winners, Zebews is going to play Epineumis at some point tomorrow.
Already scheduled it.
You guys are the greatest ever. Zebews versus Epineumis will be at 4 p.m. tomorrow, EST, EDT. And also tomorrow in the morning, we have our last winners semifinals match between Humiz DS arguably the greatest PMD player of all time. Actually, this is a match between players that can be argued to be the greatest PMD player of all time. Huma's DS and Cobral, the current reigning champ of everything, Mystery Dungeon Pokemon, and then Cobral, who is basically like the father of PMD, and honestly has a race record which can't really be matched by anybody over the years. So, and it's gonna be on SpeedGaming 1. It's gonna be prime time SpeedGaming, so it's gonna be a fantastic match. But yeah, Carbasi, unfortunately, this is as far as you go. 9th place in a tournament of 25. Wasn't quite enough to make the money, but I think you definitely made an impact as you only really played Super beforehand as a vanilla speed game, right?
Yeah, at least in any sort of way, decently.
So I'm happy to announce, as the tournament organizer, you are the recipient of this tournament's "Lol, I don't play this game" award.
Let's
So,
go.
so congratulations. But
Play this game?
anyways. But anyways, yeah, I think you're the farthest. We give that award to the person who makes it the farthest in the tournament that doesn't run Explorers of Sky. Oh, yeah, I guess that's technically Zebews, but Red Rescue Team's the same thing, so you don't count.
Okay.
I am honored.
Where's the lol? I won't play this game anymore. That's called the retired role. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you at 11 a.m. EDT tomorrow on SpeedGaming 1. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.